I'm going to discuss a few articles. I hope it will help you understand the paragraphs from parliamentary democracy better. In this article, well, the title is PvdA publishes election manifesto and they aim for a bounded society. For the test, you have to know that the PvdA belongs to the left-wing side, so it's a left-wing party, and what they think is very important is they focus on equality for all people. And what they try to do is to protect the vulnerable people actively. So there's an active government, a big government that should take care of the people. Whereas the right-wing parties, they focus on freedom. Freedom is very important for them, but they also say to people, you have your own responsibility. So that means that the government shouldn't be too big or shouldn't take care of everything for the people. Besides that, you should also know from this article and from the text that you are going to read is that the PvdA belongs to the social democratic movement. And what I see in this article is there are two words, bounded society, that you should be able to link with the social democratic movement. So the social democratic movement, they try to protect the vulnerable people, and bounded society tries to say we bring people together, you have to link them. Besides that, there are different characteristics from the different movements, from the liberals, the social democratic movement, and also the denominationalism. There are characteristics that you have to recognize from the articles. In this article, they say that they try to get rid of the own risk that people have to pay for their health insurance, because it's a lot of money for people who don't earn a lot of money. Yeah. What's interesting also from this article, you see that they have at this moment 38 seats in the second chamber. You have to know that there are 150 seats in the second chamber. In the past, after the election, they had more seats than the 38. But what they have seen in the past years is that a couple of people from the PvdA left the political party. We know that Kuzu and Öztürk, they founded their own political party. And what's interesting is that if there is an argument within a political party, is that it is not an obligation for those people to leave the second chamber. From the text from parliamentary democracy, you know that we always vote for a person, and that person belongs to a political party. And because we vote for a specific person, that also means that that person doesn't have to leave the second chamber when he is thrown out of the political party, like we have seen from the PVV. A lot of people have left the PVV and started on their own. Yeah. Another article, which I think is very interesting, you all know that there is a very lively discussion about Black Pete in the Netherlands, about the tradition, about the tradition that we have. And what I find is very interesting is the politicians who are meddling in this affair, who are also have their own opinion. And what is very interesting is that Halbe Zijlstra, who belongs to the VVD, right-wing party, liberal party, had also an opinion about the Black Pete. And especially RTL, who said we are not going to use Black Pete like we did in the past, but we are going to use Black Pete, and we're going to use it as an image as we see here on the left side of the screen. And what was very curious was that Halbe Zijlstra said, what you are doing, RTL, for is you are killing Sinterklaas. And that is very interesting because you have to learn from the text that one of the characteristics of the social democratic movement is freedom. Freedom is very important. Liberals, don't try to meddle into the affairs of companies. Leave them, give them their freedom. So in that way, it's very curious that they have that opinion. But on the other hand, we also know that right-wing parties try to protect their culture more than left-wing parties. We also saw that populism, one of the characteristics is that they are very nationalistic, but this is very easy to explain why Halbe Zijlstra has this opinion, because also right-wing parties tend to be more try to defend more their own culture, the dominant culture. Yes? Last but not least, it's in Dutch. It's the article on the right side. It says, motie van afkeuring, SGP en de ChristenUnie om voltooid leven, is that the government is going to make a bill, they are going to try to make a bill for people who would like to end their life even though they are not ill, or even though they are not ill, they would like to give them the opportunity to finish their life. And what you should recognize from the theory is that it's very logical that the SGP and the ChristenUnie, but also CDA, are against this proposal. And why is that? Because of course they belong to the denominationalism movement. And for them, the Bible is very important. And the Bible tells us to cherish life. So people should not take things as easy as finishing life in a split second. It's very important for them. So that's the reason why they said we are not going to support this initiative. Yes? Good luck.